So, three things we talk about. I suppose you're talking a lot about them at the moment, and particularly with clients. So what?
Yeah.
What if?
Mm-hmm.
And VUCA.
Yes.
What's VUCA stand for again?
I knew you'd ask me this. So VUCA stands for volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And essentially, I think it's a term that dates back to war times.
No, it's used by the US Army.
That was it. Yeah. And I think essentially the idea is that as difficult as things are, as VUCA as the times are that we live in today, what's interesting is that naturally a huge amount of opportunity lies in those times as well. In those times of huge uncertainty, it's actually when you see some brands really leap ahead.
Yeah, I love. I actually really like VUCA. I think if you can work in that sort of space and you can see the opportunity, then there's so many. I mean, we call them unmet needs, don't we? But quite often with clients, we will predict or model something, and then we'll say, so what, or what does this mean, or what if? And I think that's the art of using probably more in your world the more traditional design thinking and strategic thinking, which I think is really important, because I think those skills for me are sort of skills of the future. I think that AI is never going to automate strategic thinking, or it's never going to automate creativity. I think when you look at everything that's going on and how complex things are, I think I just mentioned the other day, I think AI is very good at joining the dots, but as humans we're responsible for creating new dots. And I think in that sort of VUCA world, when everything is really complicated, if you can recognise it's complicated and
embrace it
and there's so much opportunity. And I'm not just talking about business opportunity, I think the personal opportunity too. So I think there's for huge amounts of individuals that are either entering the workplace or doing developing a bit of a what would be seen as a hustle, creating a new business model, choosing not to go to university and entering the workplace.
Spotting those gaps.
I think there's so many gaps and all those things that need to be I think fixed. There's a lot of problems that need fixing right now, and I think if you can spot one, and in that, I'm not saying you need to then create a whole business or a product, or it can just be something really simple that can shape your career. But I really like working under that VUCA sort of acronym. I think it's good.
Yes, and almost kind of marrying that with the idea of that hustle mentality of just kind of like going after certain things that you spot.
Yes.
And being a little bit scrappy in the way that you do that, I think.
Absolutely, yeah, I do. I enjoy it. Cool.
Yeah.
Good.